love wrong. I seem light and life seems bright. It's dreamy, dreamy China. Dreamy, dreamy China. China. Chinatown. I'm just wild about Harry. Harry's wild about me. The heavenly blizzard of his kisses fill me with ecstasy. He's sweet just like chocolate candy and like honey from the bee. I'm just wild about Harry. Harry's wild about, I can't live without. Harry's wild about me. And like honey from the bee, say I'm just wild about Harry. Harry's wild about, I can't live without. Harry's wild about me.
Tie everything down. We're coming into New York.
Come on, let's wake up. That's right.
Baby face, you got the cutest little.
I'd say it was going to be just fine.
When'd they bring me back?
Night before last. Let's get some more of this down before we talk, hmm?
What was it hit me?
A little fever you picked up way back.
I've seen you someplace.
You certainly have.
Where?
Right here.
When?
This morning.
This morning?
When you woke up.
Mm. Wouldn't forget you. You're pretty.
Oh, just a baby face.
How'd you know?
You told me.
Me? When?
This morning.
I said that?
My friend, you sang it.
You have to keep doing that.
You have to keep talking.
I sang it, huh?
More or less.
How was I? In good voice?
Oh, you can do better, I imagine.
You wouldn't know yourself. You never heard me sing.
Well, to be honest with you,
That was before your time, honey.
a little bit.
Of course, you might have come across me in the history books.
Oh, no, I wouldn't say that. I remember my folks talking about you.
Well, I'd like to meet them. But I don't imagine I'd be finding them up north.
No, you wouldn't. You'd be finding them in Arkansas. Their name is Clark, and their daughter's name's Ellen. Ellen Clark. Saves a lot more questions, doesn't it?
Sure does.
Now we're going to lie back and take a nice, long rest.
Ellen, honey, look, there's somebody I got to talk to.
Tomorrow,
No, look, I just want to let Steve Martin know I'm all right.
Mr. Martin knows. So does Papa.
Papa? He's here, too?
He's positively darling.
Well, where are they? I want to see him.
Tomorrow.
Now, look, baby. As far as I'm concerned, tomorrow was always the middle of next year.
Now, always rushing around like that is just about the worst thing for anybody.
Oh, you don't say.
You're bound to do most everything wrong.
Thanks, honey. Arkansas may feel that way about
Now
it.
you take animals back on the farm. Pigs, for instance, never rushing around. Except, of course, if they see a sudden big shadow, an airplane or a hawk. That scares them and gets them all confused. You know, I've always believed people who rush around get confused the same way. You were going to say something?
Yeah. Wouldn't care to see anybody today.
Just as you say, Mr. Jolson. My, we'll soon be smart as pigs.
Hello, Papa.
Hey, sir.
Steve.
Jolson, loafing in bed.
Well, Why, he looks fine. I would positively know him any place.
What gets me is how they tell a fever from his normal condition.
How do you feel, Ace, huh?
Okay. Had quite a tour for yourself, huh? I gave it a whirl.
Too big a whirl, maybe.
Steve, I want you to tell him I'll be okay in a couple of weeks and ready to hop off again.
That's not wise, Ace.
In fact, it sounds positively silly to me.
Uh-oh.
Boys as sick as he's been are sent away someplace for 6 months to rest.
Now, look.
See, Ellen thinks so, too.
Oh, so it's Ellen already. Papa doesn't lose a minute. And, just what do you call him?
Canter, mostly.
So far, that is.
That fever's going to be in his system a long while. And if he goes hopping around, he's apt to come down bad.
Where do you get all those big answers, honey?
By just relaxing, which is what you ought to do for a change.
Oh, brother. You mean like back home, maybe?
Well, first thing my folks do almost any time, we just sit down and take off our shoes.
Sister, his socks are even off and it ain't helping.
Well, if he'd just forget how important he is for once, he might do a sensible thing.
What do you mean by that?
Just what I said.
Now, listen, sweetheart. Whenever I've had a job to do, I've always done it, see?
That's what I mean. However, I just came in to say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Where you going?
I've been transferred to an army hospital in Arkansas, and I'm leaving first thing in the morning.
Walking out on me, huh?
Oh, you'll be just fine.
You mean I won't be seeing you again?
Well, I go off duty in a few minutes, and I'll have to be packing the rest of the night. Goodbye, Mr. Martin.
Good luck, Ellen. You can't make cracks at me and just walk out. I want to talk to you.
Really won't have time.
Oh, that's too bad. Because I thought on your last evening how nice if you and I could have had dinner together.
Well, now, I will have to have dinner, won't I?
Delightful. At 7, shall we say?
That'll be just fine.
And for dessert, Ellen?
No dessert. Just coffee, Papa.
Thank you.
And how will your daughter have her steak?
Rare.
Not my daughter. A friend.
Oh, I beg your pardon.
Papa, you see, is a certain kind of modern term.
I understand, sir.
He understands.
You sure this is the kind of place you wanted?
Exactly, why not?
A little swanky.
And that's me tonight, swanky. You know, a waltz is my specialty. Of course, mine is not exactly a cheek-to-cheek style, but if you would honor me...
I'd love it. But wouldn't you like to say what you wanted to say to me first?
Remarkable girl. As a matter of fact, I only wanted to thank you.
For what?
The things you said to my son today.
A little brutal, wasn't I?
But delightful. You know, he's a very nice boy. Of course, that's a father's opinion.
You could be right.
Thank you. The only thing he never learned how to live. And you know, there was a look in his eyes when you spoke to him that way that I'd never seen before. To me, it was like the first step when a baby learns to walk.
Powerful baby, isn't he?
Powerful.
And he'll go right on singing when he should.
I'm afraid so.
You know, in his condition, that could be bad.
A baby doesn't walk in a day. But the important thing, I have a feeling he won't forget what you said. In fact, if I know my boy, he'll have to see you again. And if he does...
I don't think I'd mind that at all.
And now?
Delighted.
There's something wrong?
Just getting back into my shoes.
Remarkable.